Okay, so we are going to get started right away here, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys. If you ever can't see any of the words, just let me know, and I can move the video side of it. So just unmute yourself and let me know if you can't see something. But tonight I am going to bring to you my webinar, and it is called "What is Coaching and What Can It Do for Me?" So I've realized that, I talk fairly often and I post about coaching and how much it has completely and totally changed my life for the better. But also, what can it do for you? So that's really where I want to take tonight. Um, I am going to, like I said, to the people who are on, if you have questions, feel free to unmute yourself. And I'm an open book, so I'm looking forward to just sharing this time with you guys and answering any questions you have. So I'm going to start a little bit with my story because I'm going to get really vulnerable with you guys and let you know all of my emotional crap, for lack of a better word, that I was going through and what drove me to start coaching. So my story actually goes back to when I was like 5 years old, and I was in kindergarten, and I was asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And every single time my answer was, I want to be a mom. Like that's what I really, really wanted to be when I grew up. Well, fast forward quite a bit. God has blessed me with two beautiful children, and they're happy and they're healthy and they're just amazing. But I was working outside the home, and I was not able to be with them more than about 2 waking hours a day. For me, honestly, that just was not enough. It wasn't enough for me to feel fulfilled. And I would drop them off at daycare in the morning, and I'd usually, hold it together pretty well. Some days, not so much. But that was usually after like rushing, let's go. And then it would turn into yelling. And I would tell myself, like, don't worry about it. Don't yell this time. And it always was. It was always a very frustrating time in the morning because for some dumb reason, I could not get myself out of bed any earlier so that we would have extra time. We were always rushed in the morning. And then I would drop them off at daycare and I'd be driving to work, and I would feel really bad because, I had yelled at them, I had rushed them and everything like that. It was not the type of mom that I wanted to be. And also, so I dropped them off and I would go to work and I would get all caught up in work and everything like that. I honestly wouldn't really think about it a whole lot all throughout the morning. And then lunchtime would hit, and I would go to the lunchroom, and it was like a time that I could slow down a little bit. And I remember honestly a lot of times crying in the lunchroom. And like it sounds like, okay, she's just a stupid emotional girl. Well, I am. I am. I'm a very emotional, highly sensitive person, and my life was not going the way that I wanted it to in that one aspect. I mean, everything else was amazing. Like, we bought a house, I got married, we had 2 kids. Like, I was so incredibly blessed. What more could you ask for? And that's part of the reason why I held back for so long as far as making a change, because I felt like I was being selfish. Like, you've been so incredibly blessed for how long, and yet you want more out of life? Like, come on. But I did. I wanted to be with my kids. I wanted to raise my kids. I didn't want to be crying in the lunchroom anymore, missing them and missing their first steps and their first words and stuff like that. That was so near and dear to my heart. I didn't want to miss it anymore. So in 2014, there was actually a lot that happened in 2014 that really was very, very emotional year for me. I'm very, very close with my grandma, and she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2014. Now, that was very hard for me because it was like this huge learning curve, and we had no idea what was actually going on at first because it seemed like it happened so fast. And I'm like, Alzheimer's doesn't happen fast. What's going on? Like, is there something else going on that's not Alzheimer's? And so we we did a lot of stuff that way, and I went to a lot of doctor appointments with her. Where I worked was so incredibly flexible and understanding about stuff. And I'm not trying to bash them whatsoever. It just wasn't the type of freedom that I wanted. So Ryan and I had off a whole week of vacation in July of 2014. So I'm still in that year. And it was amazing. It was absolutely awesome. I had patience with the kids, and I was just like, we had no plans. We were just at home hanging out with the kids, doing whatever we felt like doing. And I remember very, very clearly that Tuesday of our vacation, standing in my kitchen, bawling, absolutely bawling. And it was because I realized this is only this week. Like, that's it. And then the whole rest of the year, I hardly have any vacation left. I'm going to go back to being the impatient mom that just like yells about everything and is irritable all the time. That was my reality, and I was going to go back to it. I was not okay with that anymore. And I just broke down. It was complete emotional breakdown. And I said to Ryan, I'm just like, something has got to change. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I have to change. I don't know if my work situation has to change, but something has got to change because I cannot function like this anymore. And so we talked about it a lot. No decisions were made at that point in time, but I prayed and I prayed and I prayed for a long time. And I just asked God that, you know what, if I'm supposed to be a working mom, the work outside the home, just help me to be content with that. Because right now, I'm not content. And I just feel like something's missing in my life. And so, you fast forward a little bit. In August, I actually saw a swimsuit before and after picture for my coach, Alyssa, much like what you're seeing on the screen right here. And I was like, oh, well, that would be really cool if I could like maybe get my stomach to look better. Like, I never knew. Is it just because I had kids and it's just the way it is? It's going to be that way? Or is it actually something I can do something about? So I was like, well, I could try it. And then I asked her how much it was. And, she said, well, it's going to be $205 and this is what you get. You get a month's worth of Shakeology. I have no idea what Shakeology was, and she explained it to me and I'm just like, no. I just wrote it off because of the price. I was like, I can do this on my own for free, basically, for way cheaper. No, I'm not going to do it. And I talked it over with Ryan and, just basically told him like, yeah, I saw that, but I made the decision not to. And he looked at me and goes, why not? Just give it a shot. What have you got to lose? You never spend any money on yourself. Like, just try it out. That conversation I had no idea at the point in time that we had the conversation, but completely changed the direction of not only my life, but Ryan's life, our whole entire family. And it was the best decision I have ever made, was to make that investment in myself. At that point, I was looking at it as a cost, like, okay, well, we'll see how it goes. But I put in the work. I drank those shakes. I didn't see value in the shakes right away. It wasn't until I actually stopped drinking them. And I realized, whoa, I actually was feeling a lot better. So I was talking about this with Ryan's aunt and his cousin while we were camping one weekend. And we had been doing a ton of hiking. And I'm like, my butt and my legs aren't even sore. Like, this is awesome. And I had been doing T25 for long enough, and I had built up, those muscles and everything. And I was so excited. So we're talking about it around the campfire that night. Both of them are like, I want to do that program too. And I was like, well, Alyssa had mentioned that I could maybe be a coach and get a discount. So I wonder if I could be a coach and actually make some money off of this. And then maybe I could quit my job and I could be a work-at-home mom. Like, this is all kind of going through my head. I had this instant feeling of faith. Like, yes, this is exactly what I need to do. I honestly had no hesitation about it. And that is not the normal. I mean, a lot of people have hesitations, and we'll get to that later on in the slideshow. But I didn't. I was just like, okay, let's do it. Let's jump in. And so it was December actually, then by the time that I signed up to be a coach. And I started really truly coaching in January of 2015. And at the end of January, I gave my notice at work. Now, I did not completely replace my income, where I was working with Beachbody income in 1 month. Like, no, that it doesn't work like that. But I had such a strong feeling of faith, and Ryan did too, that it's like we just know things were starting to fall apart where I was working as far as like my feeling about things. And it was just completely God's way of making those dominoes fall and making it be so that I would know what his path was for me. And that path, honestly, has been Beachbody coaching and being at home with my kids. So as you can see, picture on the left, I was unhappy. I was discontent. I was just completely an emotional wreck. Working out turned that around completely. I found my happy. I felt like I was on top of the world. And I mean, not every day is all sunshine and rainbows, but overall, I had no idea how broken I actually was until I started working out, and I started feeling so much better. So I was totally lacking self-confidence, as you can see from that list, and I have so much more now. It's amazing. I feel awesome. I was very dragged down by negativity. Like I think when you work anywhere, you hear gossip all the time. And even though, like, I made it very clear, if you're going to talk crap about somebody else, go in somebody else's office. Like, I don't want to hear it. That is not how I am. You're just going to drag me down. I don't want to hear it. But yet I still felt like that tension between people and all of that kind of stuff. The Beachbody community and these coaches that I work with are amazing. Like, they actually want to lift you up and support you and help you in any way that they can, not try to drag you down so that they can shine. So completely different feeling as far as that goes. And like I talked about, I wanted to be home with my kids, and now I am at home with my kids. So that's a little bit about my story. It's much longer than that, honestly, if I would include all the details, but that's the gist of it. I was very, very broken in 2014. Like I said, more so than I even realized. And working out and fueling my body properly helped a ton. And then adding in that positivity of the Beachbody community of coaches, it's been awesome. It's been an awesome ride. So, okay, what is Team Beachbody? So you hear about that. What is Beachbody all about as a company? What is all of this? So it was founded in 1998 by John and Carl. And if you get a chance, follow Carl on Facebook. He is so incredibly real. I'm just amazed. Like, anytime I hear him talk, even about like how to build their business and how, like, what their morals are, I'm just floored. Like, they have so much integrity, and I'm kind of jumping around on here, but they have so much integrity, and they have all of the tools in the toolbox to help people truly see results with their health and fitness. So there's fitness and there's nutrition, but there's also support. And so many companies lack that as far as what they offer to people. And so many people lack that in trying to get their results. So when we can offer support to people because it has worked for us, it's like part of it is being proof that the product works. And we're just sharing our story, sharing our journey. So the whole thing where it says Team Beachbody is a network marketing MLM, which is multi-level marketing company, that does not mean pyramid scheme. Like, if you're thinking that it's a pyramid scheme, you need to look up what that means, because it's completely illegal. And I'll get into that a little bit more later, but it does not mean pyramid scheme. And actually, one thing that Carl has always said is that we are not a multi-level marketing company. We are a multi-level helping company. And I love that twist on it, because it's so true. Their vision, their mission, and everything is to truly help people. So it's a, peer-to-peer support and achieving personal health and fitness goals. And that's that support side. So let's back up just a little bit. And I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but The Coach Network is actually only about 8 years old. So even though the company was founded in 1998, they had all these fitness programs and everything. And then after that is when they actually realized we don't want to go to Walmart and Target and all the big box stores and just sell our products there. There's been so many people having great success with our products, and they're actually telling their friends. So why not reward them for telling their friends about it and sharing their journey? That's how the Coaching Network got started. So like I said, that's truly what we're here for as coaches, is to just use the products, use the fitness programs, and share about it and tell people, what has worked well for us, what hasn't, and what might work well for them. My slide is not letting me go forward. There we go. All right, so let's go through kind of like, okay, would I make a good Beachbody coach? So a Beachbody coach is someone who truly believes in helping people. They love Beachbody products and or health and fitness. So just because you haven't tried Beachbody products before doesn't mean you're not going to make a good coach. Like you can, you can be at the gym a lot and you truly like doing group fitness, taking classes at a gym. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be a good coach just because you haven't tried Beachbody products yet. It is someone who is already working on or wants to start working on their own health and fitness. So like I said, one of the main key pillars is being proof that the product works and truly utilizing this, because we're not salespeople. We're really just sharing things with people and trying to make them realize that they can do it too, like that this is possible for them too. It is someone who believes that they are made for more. And that's one of my favorite ones because, like I said in my story, I truly am. My life was like a cream puff. I was so blessed, but I felt like there was just something more that I could do with my life. It is someone who has a positive attitude or is willing to work towards having a positive attitude. Another aspect to coaching is called personal development. And it's just developing you as a person. And that part is also really interesting and fun because I love learning about myself. I like learning about what my weaknesses are and how I can improve upon them. So if you're truly not all that positive of a person right now, you can work on it. If you're willing to work on it, you can make a good coach. Let's see here. We do get a discount on anything sold by Beachbody. So fitness programs, Shakeology, any of the products, anything that you're already buying from Beachbody. So if you're currently a customer and you're thinking about possibly coaching, you can get a discount on all of your products. And the last one, likes the possibility of possibility. So just dreaming big, thinking about, oh my goodness, I could actually do this with my life. Like I have a vision board and I am so excited to see that stuff come true, to become my reality. And it's going to happen. Like I know that it's going to happen because I'm not the only one who has seen success with coaching. I mean, there are a ton of coaches who have seen true financial gains from doing this. And a lot of times I was like, well, if I have enough money, I would just be greedy if I would want more. Well, I read a book. It's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. And she did point out the fact that just because you have enough financial means to get by right now, if you had more, you could help more people. You could do more giving. You could spend your time more freely with people, just, helping them for free. You can reach out and help more people if you have financial freedom. So that helped me to understand I'm not being greedy by wanting to have more money, more finances, more freedom. It truly is a good thing, because I'm able to help people with that. All right, so Beachbody coach is not someone who wants to get rich quick. This is not a quick process to be earning all sorts of money or anything like that. It truly is tied to the amount of effort that you put in and your consistency and the time. So it's not, it's not for someone who wants to just get rich quick and be done with it. Like his second point says, wants all the results without any of the effort. It does take effort. And to me, it's fun effort. It's helping people. It's living out my passion, but it is effort. It's time that you are investing in it. It's not for someone who wants to stay in their comfort zone. That's actually been kind of fun for me to push myself to get out of my comfort zone and just see what it's like out there, So talking about the Beachbody opportunity, about coaching and everything like that, it has taken me quite a while to feel comfortable with talking about it. But what made me feel comfortable with it? Talking about it. Getting outside of my comfort zone and just doing it, just jumping in and doing it. And now I can, like you can tell, I can talk people's ear off about it and, explain everything and have just this passion pouring out of me because it's so much fun. So it's not someone who thinks that they know it all about nutrition and fitness. You have to be willing to learn new things, and that's really an underlying thing that is all throughout this. So the last one is unwilling to learn and be a sponge. You just need to soak everything in and then take action on it. So it's also not someone who does not value others. So that ties back into, just the purpose that we have is to have this passion of helping others. And if you don't value others and you don't really care about helping people, Beachbody coaching is not really for you then. But if you care about helping other people, and honestly, I don't know how you couldn't, as far as after you get done with these fitness programs and drinking your Shakeology, you feel amazing. You just want to shout it from the rooftops, like a brand new vacuum cleaner that works really good, or a restaurant that you guys tried out that was really good. You just want to tell your friends about it because it worked so good for you. So, all right. So this actually gives you a little bit of an idea, and I know this box is kind of in the way, so I'm going to drag it off to the side here. That you are the CEO of your business. So you can decide at what level you want to take it. So I'm not your boss. I am your helper and your mentor. So you can be just a discount coach and you want that 25% discount and you don't want to, do anything above and beyond that. That's fine. You can do it part-time, so I want to earn a couple hundred a week and let's see here. I want to earn a couple $100s per week, just pay for my Shakeology, and everything like that. Then you can go to the, I want to build my business. I want to work towards doing this full time. The last one is I'm the creator of my life. So that's what I am doing. I'm still doing this on part-time hours because I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom. But you can, work your business to a full-time level with that type of passion. And I can definitely teach you how to do that, working this full-time while still being present with your kiddos. Let's see here. Okay, so how we earn money. Move this again if I can. Let's see here. Okay, so we earn money by helping people change their own lives, physically, mentally, personally, and financially. So honestly, the long-term residual income does not come unless you truly help people. If you're just, selling them stuff and not really coaching them, you're going to earn up front, but nothing above and beyond that. So the big one in the middle says team effort, and that just means that once you build your team, which means having other coaches on your team, is when the residual income truly starts to take off. And what's cool about that is being a leader of leaders. It's so much fun for me to be a mentor. And that's the part that I get truly excited about. So you do earn 25% commission when when you help somebody and they buy something from you. And there's challenge pack bonuses. There's, we do get paid weekly, and there is no limit on your personal earning potential, which is really, really exciting. So, eventually down the road, you can earn as much as you want. The income possibilities, this is really fun to look at. So you're looking at about a year and a half. This is Danielle Whitford. She's my mentor. The bottom statement just says you do have to work for it. Beachbody does not guarantee any sort of income. But you look at that progression and what is truly possible. I had one of my friends ask me this past weekend, well, can you actually make money doing that? Yes, you can. And like I've said, you know, it's not all about the money. It's really not. But to gain that financial freedom for your family, like that's amazing to just know that that's a possibility. So travel rewards and fun events. I cannot wait to be in Punta Cana next year. In 2017, Ryan and I are going to Punta Cana on the Beachbody trip, and I can earn that trip. So also we have Summit, which is in July of every year, and then Super Saturday, which is every quarter. And the Super Saturday events are amazing. Like we have really good speakers and can pump you up and get really motivated, but also help with the nitty-gritty side of the business, you know, of like scheduling and how to make sure that you are using your time the most efficiently. All right, so big question of the evening, is there an investment to get started? The coolest part about this is that the investment is in you. So you buy a challenge pack, which is Shakeology and a program, and your upfront fee of coaching is completely waived. There's no inventory that you have to carry. There is a business service fee of $15.95 a month. But the cool part about that is your 25% discount on your Shakeology saves you about $35. So you are $20 less than if you were just a customer. So that $15.95 fee, yeah, it's there, but you also get the discount. So it's more than offset by that discount. And training, this is one of my babies. I love teaching. So I have created a complete training program. It's a group on Facebook, and it's a daily post every day, and it really helps you to get started off on the right foot as far as your coaching. So it's not like, you know, you invest the money in yourself and you're just, you know, out there on your own. No, like not at all. We're totally in this together. Okay, so I'm going to tackle a couple of different objections that I've gotten, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up a little bit quickly here so that we have time for a couple questions. But okay, I'm not in shape. I'm not at my goal weight. I can't coach. No, people relate to you so much better when you are on your journey with them. So it's definitely not something to be afraid of. I don't have time. I hand you the Power Hour. It's amazing. You get focused, organized time, and you can build your business in 1 hour a day. I'm not an expert in fitness or nutrition. We already covered that one. You definitely do not have to be. The sign-up fees are too expensive. If you do feel that way, that, you know, like the $140 challenge pack is too expensive for you, let me know. I love budgeting. I'm like master budgeter. So if you feel like you can't afford that, let me know and we'll try to figure something out together. Last one, I'm not a salesperson. That's awesome. Me neither. I really don't like sales. It feels uncomfortable and icky and pushy, and I just don't like it. But I love teaching. I love sharing with people things that have worked for me. Let's see here. I don't know enough people. There's actually tools for that. We have the memory jogger. So you can kind of jog your memory and figure out like, oh, that's right, I actually do know that many people. So I don't know how to coach. I've got the training for you guys, so no problem there. I already like my body. I don't have a journey to share about. And that honestly was kind of me. Like you can tell in my before and after pictures, I had a physical transformation, but most of mine was emotional. And a lot of people can relate to that as well. So you don't have to have a physical journey to share about. That's okay. I can't afford to purchase a bunch of product. That's totally fine because you don't have to. You only purchase product that you yourself are going to use. You do not have to carry any inventory whatsoever. Last one, objection that I get sometimes, it's a pyramid scheme. It's not. I love this visual because it's kind of funny. You know, a lot of us have worked at some sort of corporate job before, and it's like, that looks like a pyramid scheme. But it's truly not. A pyramid scheme means that the person that came in first is going to always earn the most amount of money, and the other people that come in after can never earn any more. There's so much about it that is not like Beachbody whatsoever. So don't worry about that side of it. So a couple things of why you can become a coach, why you would want to. Honestly, I'm going to shorten it up. Why not? Why not you? Like, why not now? It's amazing, you know, what this has done for me, and I want to share that with everybody. Okay, so what's next? Ask questions. Contact me and I'll get you in the training. We can work together and we can watch your life, your attitude, and your future completely change. So I know that my webinar, my Zoom is going to expire soon, but if you guys have questions, let me know. I'm totally here for you. I'm an open book and I would love to get in contact with you and just connect. All right? I hope you guys have an awesome night, and we'll talk soon, okay? Bye.